Welcome back to Energy. I am back with another banger, you guys. Alright, let's see. It's gonna be a general read. General. Coffee break. Good morning, Anna. Ooh. Alright. What's today? Thursday. Yay. I won't say because people be nosy. But yay, Thursday. That is the beginning of my personal weekend. Love it. Alright, let's see. Oh boy. I tell you, I feel like the energy is thick, actually. It's thick. So let's see. How are we going to start off and break through it, Spirit? All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. We're going to play with some oracle first and then move around to a few tarot decks. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hi, Sammy. Anna's got a crown by your name now. Or maybe it always had that from, I don't know if that's for moderator. What does that mean? Oh, she got one too. Okay. But y'all should have, me either, but they should do something different for moderators so that we can see y'all. Because it's hard to see on, well, when it's on the phone. It's hard to see because it's so small. I can barely see the picture, the names, everything. I need something a little bit bigger, like a star or something, so I can see when y'all come in. Okay, let's see. These cards don't want to come out. Spirit, what's the... About to get another deck. What's this? Official person, official situation, and justice. Okay, what else? Mixing business with pleasure. Magic carpet rides only connects in trust. Okay, let's see. Who's the official person? Oh, okay. Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Possibly a Virgo. This official person may be a Virgo. Someone who's independent. Pre-Empress, pre-Emperor energy. They could be building or on their way to building, getting ready to create in a good space. It's like they accomplished something single-handedly first. All right, what's the official situation if this Virgo is being, okay, they're being rewarded too. They're being rewarded. Rewarded effort. There is something that they did single-handedly, and they're receiving some kind of reward for this. Whoa. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is the reward. Hi, Slater. Iridella Slater. Okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Official situation. I feel like this is knocking down. I hate to say it that way, but like knocking down someone who was in a unjustified space, or something that they were doing was not, it was not official. They were trying to play an official role in a situation where they were not the official. This could even be like somebody who was imitating you on like a lower scale, or a more relaxed type of atmosphere. It's somebody who was intimidating. I mean, yeah, they could have been intimidating you, or using your energy to intimidate others, but that is not their truth. That's not really who they are. Okay, tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. This is for whoever this is, this Virgo here. This has been a pleasure. This has been a pleasure. Like, whatever they were doing, I don't know if they did this in behalf of you, okay, or if they did this for themselves yet. We got the Hierophant here. For some of you, this is someone who cut down some kind of religious organization, or cut down the lies or a way of life that you were living, or that someone was like adhering to, trying to enforce rules here. It could be someone who was judging you with the Hierophant energy, is kind of what I'm getting. Judging you, trying to hold you to a certain commitment or contract. It could have been null and void. This person doesn't even have the authority to do that. Let's see. This would be somebody that is trusted, and they're mostly trusted because whatever they did it for themselves. But it could have been a service to you. But it wasn't like they were doing it for you or trying to please you. Yeah, we have the Star. Renewal, trust, belief, positivity. Someone's positivity is coming back. Someone's experiencing a rebirth. It's like the fall of someone else released your crown. Someone was trying to rock your crown. What's the situation? Tell me more about the official situation. Five of Wands in reverse. There's no more conflict. Could be surrounding a Leo. With the Five of Wands, compromise, resolving disputes, cooperation, tension, release, peace, and avoiding conflict. Again, healing. The Five of Wands in reverse energy is very similar to the Star energy, but this is like done publicly, or like in a way that it can be seen, and it's done during a difficult or a dark time period. So whoever this fake or phony person is, this is someone being cut down. This is someone being cut down. Hello, Seth. This is someone being cut down. They're getting cut down from this place of authority, or this role that they tried to take, this seat that they tried to take, or this name that they tried to make for themselves off of your back. The Star is like, you know what a star is. They're seen, okay? They're seen. This is public. This is for more than just your eyes. There are more than just your eyes. For some of you, this is really seriously like an official situation. So these are people who sit in high places of authority who are viewing this, okay? They're seeing this. For others, this could be like karmic balance. So you have ancestors. This would be like God, the angels, who are cheering on this kind of revelation in your life, this uprising or upheaval. This cutting down of what used to hold you back. Five of Wands. So the situation is peaceful. Somebody's been cut down publicly. Okay, let's see. I gotta get the shadow deck. Queen of Swords, clarity and truth. I said someone's been cut down. Now, the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ten of Cups in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Who is this Queen of Swords? They could be the official, maybe they were the official judge. They had the last say in how this situation played out. I would assume that the Nine of Pentacles, you know what this feels like? It feels like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is like someone who had to choose, or someone, it's like it's up to you. Like you became the judge in the situation. For some of you, you became the judge, the jury, and the executioner. This is a cutting down of someone's ego with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is the rising of someone else's ego. This is also stripping someone of some kind of material comfort, and it is like benefiting another. It's like taking something from someone else and giving it to another. And I mean, it's a pretty weighty role, but somebody already took the person this is being given to. This person was already playing the role with or without you making a decision. Okay, so let me see. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles in the upright. But the Queen of Swords is gaining insight and understanding and clarity about the person who is getting this new position in their life. Or this new position in their life. Like, I mean, it's a lot of independence. Even the Queen of Swords, this is not, it doesn't feel like a love situation. It doesn't feel like a love situation. It could be family, though. Whoo. This person has become a monster. Or at least people are seeing this person as a monster. They're seeing them as a villain. This person is being seen as a villain in a situation. They're feared. We have the storm energy here. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this Virgo, protection and power. This may be someone who needed your protection at some point. They don't need your protection currently in the situation. They are being seen as the big bad wolf. So this could have been someone that you were protecting. You were, you know, given, this is your official place or your official situation, or this is what this person asked from you or desired from you, or you just tended to do it the way that you move and operate with the Queen of Swords. Whether you were happy or not happy with them, you just chose to move uprightly. So you were given this position or authority here. And I feel as if however you moved, it became a protection for this person. But now this person does not need that protection. This person is their own protection. We have, okay. So this person is being set apart and separated too, because there is something going on still in this group. This person is getting peace. Virgo has peace. Virgo may be moving out of a situation or a circumstance where their peace was disrupted. We have the pumpkin patch, isolation, and a fallen angel. So you were never, if you're this Virgo, you were never supposed to be a part of this situation. Someone was trying to get you wrapped up in this so that you would not be able to see your justice. You would not be able to hold on to your clarity. You would not know your truth. It's like trying to trick you into believing you were the opposite of who you really are or what you really mean to somebody. Like someone tried to disrupt, I don't know what this is, 10 of Cups in reverse, a happy family, but it's like someone tried to disrupt the happiness. Maybe something was already good. There's a connection that is growing or coming together. I feel like it's family. It's a family connection that is growing or coming together. Now this person, let me see about this person that has this authority. I don't know if they're like, there's some decision that they made. It's almost like they're isolating or separating or detaching from this person, but it's actually a protection for them. Because the people that they're dealing with, smiling faces, but they're lying. And they were like hoping for this person to fall back to like an old way of doing things, which would have put them in a trap. And the person who was intending that, or the person who was like feeling as if they were going to take this person's place, they're being cut down publicly. Like it's being shown, it's being seen. Which I feel is why Virgo feels like safe. Safe to detach, safe to fall back, safe to not be a part of this. There's no fear present. Is this like fear mongering? Someone's trying to make someone afraid of something here? Tell me about the Queen of Swords. What's going on with the Queen of Swords? Temperance in reverse. Okay, so this Queen of Swords is in balance. They may have clarity. They may have, you know, they may have been given some kind of authority or some kind of role or something like that. Even it could be in court. This person could be the person, like I said, judge, jury, executioner of a certain situation. They were able to pretty much decide what was wrong, what was right, what people's intentions or motives were, and then make a decision based off of that. But this person is also in balance, or they're connected to someone that's in balance, or this is somebody who is pissed, like pissed. So this person could be detaching from them in order to maintain their peace. They don't need this protection anymore. They have their own. But this Gemini here is still, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they're still pissed. We also have Sagittarius with the Temperance in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This has something to do with money. They were trying to protect some kind of, finance, some financials. This has to do with money. This could be like an inheritance with the Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know if there's two people. I don't know if it's just, it could really be an Aquarius here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius energy. Strength on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person was trying to make some kind of decision. It says a decisive moment. This had to do with fortune. But a choice that they had to make in order to overcome an obstacle. This person was like forcing someone's hand. They could be forcing this other person's hand here, this Sagittarius. They were forcing their hand, or they were in control of someone's finances or something like that. Okay, are these finances that are due to Virgo? It is. Wheel of Fortune. Whoever this Virgo is, you got money. You have money. You have money that you're supposed to get, or there is money that is coming to you. This is some kind of inheritance or something like that that was held back by someone. It could have been a trust fund. Hi, the 114. And thank you, Anna. Get the fuck out. I don't even know who you were, but I did see somebody was blah, 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 tarot cards. But why are you up so early in the morning looking at tarot readers? Get a life. Y'all worse than Jehovah's Witnesses. I promise you that. Cannot. Okay, so Virgo, you got this money. I feel like you're being pushed out of a situation for your protection. But what it is that is yours is coming to you. You are safe. You are protected. You will receive whatever this inheritance, trust, whatever this money or opportunity is. But there is something that you are due. Now, this Gemini or Sagittarius, or this, I don't know if this is a Gemini who was trying to rule. I keep saying Gemini. It could be everybody. This could be a Gemini who was an official over some kind of financial, something financial. Okay, a trust fund or something like that. Like they were given authority over it, legal authority over it. And there could be a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Leo, and a Sagittarius that are affected by it, as well as Virgo. But Virgo is out of the situation or separated, detached from the situation. Or maybe theirs is already safe and secure or something like that. Now, there's no more conflict or battle. Like this person is literally, I feel like they took this authority, but this may have not been their authority to have. It actually could have been a Virgo that was supposed to be in control of this in the first place or something like that. Like, I don't know. Let me see. Because somebody played a role that they were not supposed to play. They showed up as an official person. This was their job to do, but it really wasn't their job to do. Now, the Queen of Swords is in the upright, so it's hard to say whether or not this is somebody who is just seeing the truth of this. Like, they're giving the truth about this. They're discovering this. Or this is actually a judge who is discovering this. Like, this is literally a legal situation right now. Like, people are in court. What's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? I don't usually get court energy. So here's the Ten of Cups in the upright with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Someone was trying to portray that a family was still together or a situation was together or something like that. So maybe it wasn't so much of as if they, like it wasn't a, okay, I feel like I see what this is. This has to do with, I feel, custody, or saying that someone is under your care when they're really not. This person tried to paint, like someone tried to paint a story, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or about a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that they were being taken out of, or they were being put into a happy situation, or they were in a happy situation, or being taken out of a happy situation. It's like they were being taken away and put into a happy situation that was actually not happy. I guess that's what the conflict was about. Whether or not this was a good situation, whether or not this situation was beneficial, whether or not this is truly what this person asked for or wanted to do. Whoever is the person that was trying to speak for somebody or trying to take on someone, I don't know if this is someone showing up as somebody else. It almost feels like somebody showing up in court and pretending. Another member of the family or another person in the group or something like that. Like someone else showed up for this and pretty much testified to whatever someone wanted them to. Someone lied. Someone showed up in court pretending to be someone else. This person is not a part of any of this. They're not even, they're like separated, detached from this. But it's like a protection for them. As a matter of fact, whoever this is could be feeling like they don't feel isolated. They could have felt isolated originally, as if someone detached from them purposefully. But really it was done for their protection. It was in order to protect some kind of inheritance or to protect some kind of something is going right for them. And it's supposed to. They're being kept out of it. Someone wanted revenge, but this is going to end up being this person's revenge. They're being cut down publicly. So I'm assuming that the Queen of Swords may be like a judge that is ruling. They could be ruling on a Sagittarius. Who's the Temperance in reverse? Making a ruling on a Sagittarius here for something that they chose to do. And they did it over a long period of time. It says consistently, very strong-willed, determined, and responsible. This is someone that could have been like showing up in court consistently over a situation. And maybe even showing up with someone who was not a part of this. Like they were showing up with someone who was not really the right person. I don't know what that's called in legal terms, but somebody could go to jail. Somebody could go to jail. If this is really an official court situation, somebody could go to jail. What's the star? Three of Wands. Finding direction, expansion, moving forward, new opportunities, and taking a chance. I feel like if you're the Virgo, you've been released from this situation, and the reason why is so that you could move forward. There is something else that is headed for you, even if this is not the situation. Like this could be separate from you, but this is to protect whatever it is that you have that is of value and that is working well for you. You seem independent. You seem like your finances are intact. You have opportunities. You may even have financial abundance that is on its way to you. And you being out of this group or out of this situation is what's helping you to maintain this without being rattled by whatever this past situation is, or it could be an ongoing situation, but you are like, you're blocked out of it on purpose. It's weird though, because I feel like someone tried, this Sagittarius tried to pretty much like blow, like you're the big bad wolf now. You're the scary person now, but somebody tried to scare you into taking this from you, into pulling you back into this situation, which would be to your detriment, but you're getting out of it. the person that they were using, or the fake person, phony person, pretending person, I don't know. Let me see. Pull a one card on this Nine of Pentacles. This card, I mean, this reading is making my right eye itch. Just anxiety. That's why. Yeah, we have death. It's death to whoever this person's ego. It's another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or they were imitating a Virgo. So they've already been seen. This situation has already been seen. Whatever this person was saying, whatever they were offering, whatever it is that they were, it's like they were pretending to be happy, pretending to be a part of something. But that is not the truth. Someone felt isolated. Someone felt separated. Someone was separated. Someone was isolated. And even though it was for their protection, that was not like, that was not what someone, like, that was not the intention. That was not the motive behind this isolation. That was not the motive behind trying to get rid of somebody, basically. They were trying to get someone out of the way, and it has something to do with finances. So whatever this cycle is, it's closed out or it's ended. This may mean that things can now move forward. So this could have been a payout, and someone basically was trying to attest the payout. Yeah, with that Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, someone was trying to fight this payout. They were trying to say, you know, they were trying to go against it. But it's being resolved now. It's being resolved now. Someone's seeing the truth. Someone's speaking out. This is like eliminating the conflict, because it's avoiding a conflict altogether. There is no argument. There's nothing else that can be said. Something has been like set to rest in such an official or just way that the only thing that's going to happen is payment. Someone will get paid what they're due, or someone will receive the opportunity that they were supposed to. As a matter of fact, with the Knight of Pentacles, you could get like an official letter or something like that, or official news. Someone could like reach out to you. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, let's move on and see what else. Usually I can kind of feel the temperament of the reading before I get to the table. I did not expect that. All right, what's going on, Spirit? Getting with that past situation with my right eye itching, it's as if you have somebody that is on your side. If you're that Virgo, there's somebody on your side that's in the inside. They are taking the hit. Like, they may be going through stress. They may be experiencing anxiety, or something like that. Like some kind of distress. It's not touching you. Like, I'm telling you, someone's going through that or went through that for you, on your behalf. Okay. But you'll receive, you know, you're going to receive clarity. You'll receive information. It could already be on its way to you, or you may have already received it. But yeah, if there's someone that you were trusting, that person they're trustworthy, and they were working in your benefit. Okay, working to your highest benefit. All right, we have graduation day, leveling up, lessons learned, and acquire wisdom. Penny pension, financial struggles, saving up and budgeting. Roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. This is exiting. Somebody's about to exit scarcity. This is exiting scarcity, but in a way that it is solidified. Like you won't go back to that level of scarcity ever again. Ever again. So somebody was experiencing ups and downs in their finances. And I'm not saying that, it's like you were riding a wave with your finances. Maybe it used to seem as if what you could do, what you were able to do, or doing what you want to do was pretty consistent, and at some point it seemed as if you were having these like lows, and then you might have a little influx, but it was just for a moment or something like that. Something was really unsteady with your finances. What I was going to say is it's the way that you rode the waves. You could have been going through a financial struggle, but you were still saving at the same time or budgeting at the same time, which means that likely you were able to take care of what you were supposed to, maybe even do a few things that you wanted to. You made that work for you. It went well for you. Hi, Renee. Welcome. You're leveling up. Like you created some kind of quality that is going to serve you well, but it's like a lesson that could only be learned in hell. Like it's a lesson that could only be learned on the ground. You would not have learned the lesson if your finances were not like that. Like you may have felt like you were held like tight, you know what I'm saying, tight on money. But that was because there's some kind, you needed to really, I feel like this has to do with budgeting and being resourceful and using your money wisely. Those are qualities that you're still going to want to use. I don't care how much money you get. You could hit the lottery tomorrow, but it could all be gone 5 days from there if you do not know how to manage your money well. If you don't know how to invest or save, if you don't know how to budget, So there's something that you learned, but graduation day. Leveling up, new level acquired, lessons learned, and wisdom. So now you could be going, you about to get supersized. Somebody, I'm telling you, this is like the sweetness of life. So why do I have to say I'm telling you? Because you don't believe it. Or either you're not even looking for it. It's lust in reverse. You may be content with where you are or content with what you have. Even if you're of humble means, you may be very content. But I guess the universe is not done with you yet. That is not all that you are supposed to get. And even if you're not expecting it, something is about to come into your life here, or this is getting ready to be a high again, but you have the potential to keep it high. Like, okay, so yeah, you have experienced influxes in your income before, but maybe you spent it recklessly. Maybe you ran through it too fast. You didn't save anything. You're getting gifted another opportunity. So this is getting ready to happen again. This is not new for you. But it does feel as if you became comfortable where you are. And that's actually really good. But maybe you weren't doing too much. You weren't really excessive. You weren't overindulging in spending. And that's good because it was a time period that you weren't supposed to. But you could have also been put to the test, especially if you have the tendency to overspend when you don't have it. So because you chose not to, because you chose to be resourceful, it's like, oh my God, it's like the universe being your mama or your daddy and looking at your spending habits, trying to see how you're spending your, I used to get, what you call it, when you get money every week, allowance. Okay, like you were given an allowance. Let's see what you do with that. Let's see how you handle that before we give you more. Some of you have a spiritual inheritance. Like this is money in the bank, and it really is an energetic play out. It has to do with the matrix. The better that you do, the better that you move, the more that is granted to you. And it really has to do with your vibration, your being open. It's the law of attraction. These are certain things that are coming to you because it is you, and you don't have anything in the way. You don't have a mindset. You don't have behavior patterns, spending patterns that would block it out. You don't have any belief systems anymore. This is something could have been uprooted. Like I'm getting something like a hand going straight up your ass and pulling out all of the bullshit that has been keeping you stopped, like keeping your money flow stopped. I hate to say it like this, but it's given like constipated financially. You have room and space to attract a whole lot more than you were allowing. So this is someone's hand being open and you're being gifted. Your hands are open now to receive what was always already being like blown towards you or given towards you. It's been in the wind. You could have been hearing it. You could have been feeling it. You could have heard it in readings and things like that. But there is something very humble about you when it comes to finances. It does not seem like that is like the bane of your existence. Although everybody likes money, everybody loves money. And maybe that's new. You know, like I said, you could have got the money and it go to your head and you get crazy with it. But there's some way that you handled your finances of late that is getting ready to create an influx for you. So I think you're about to do it big, but because you really can, you know, if you want to. All right, let's get tarot. Oh, that's my deck that's specifically for finances. Let's see. I got the Two of Cups. This is going to bring harmony too. So it's not like it didn't weigh down on you a little bit. It did, which is why I think that, you know, you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. It says a peace of mind. I also heard sound of mind. And I feel like this is your light and your shadow side. So you are going to be excessive. You may be indulging or overindulging in spending. But you are qualified to do it. Like, I don't know if somebody else had, like, they were over your finances, or if they got to decide how much was given, you know, to you or something like that. If there's another person that has to do with this this money that's coming to you, but it won't be held back now. You've like proven yourself is what I'm getting. There's some kind of way you've proven yourself. Wow, come through, Spirit, with the Empress. And I said you are in receiving mode. And this has already been like gifted to you. It's already been promised to you. It's already headed towards you, or in, you know, you don't have anything in the way anymore. Now, as a result of this, someone could be leaving their job here and working for themselves, taking a leap of faith. Hold on. Let me give you these cards. Hold on, let me give you these cards. Bow, 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 bow. Because somebody don't even want the money, not thinking about the money, or don't believe that they should have more, or that they can get more. Someone could be in a space where they don't see it, and they've just become complacent or comfortable right where they are. So bow, 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 bow. I'm killing that demon off your shoulder. Because the Empress, it says the delays would prove to be necessary. So this money was already supposed to come to you. It was already gifted to you, or it was already on its way to you. But delays were in the way, and that's on purpose. Like, it was probably divine intervention. Because that is during that time period where there was a delay in this money coming through that built this resistance or resourcefulness. And not resistance, I'm sorry, it broke down this resistance to the money, to the wealth, and it also built this resourcefulness that you would need in order to like do well with it financially. This also has to do with some kind of emotional high and low that could have been affecting your spending habits too. But now that you have more of a peace of mind with this Two of Cups, I feel like this is a joining together of you. It's integration. Your heart and mind are solidified or at peace. So that stability, it's the stability internally that is creating this stability on the outside. Some of you may be leaving a job that you were working at. The job really was not what was bringing you the money. Like, even with this job, you still had the penny pinch. You still felt like you were struggling financially. You may have been having a difficult time saving up, or you were even like having to go through your savings, and because you were budgeting so hard with the finances that you were making from the job that you were doing. So you may not need that job, or for some of you, you're going to be working for yourself. But whatever you choose to do, and you know, you may do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, like it says, off and on again. You could be moving from maybe like a 9-to-5 job to something that is more flexible. Or like I said, an entrepreneurship where you're working for yourself, starting your own business. This could be the funds to start your own business, or to do what you need to do in order to be able to work more freely, or take less hours, or have a more flexible schedule. But it's definitely going to bring peace of mind and contentment. I mean, that's what money does. But when what you do is satisfying, That just adds to that peace of mind. And you have it twice. You have it with the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So there was some kind of separation or detachment in what you were living and how you were feeling. So I feel like you could have been feeling good for a while. The money just hadn't come in yet. So this is what is going to really bring that. It's like the two sides of you, they're already on the same page, but this is going to be the wholeness, the uniting of it. That's where it's not just what you're feeling inside, but it's what you actually have coming in, you know, in your bank account, in your pocket, in your life. Like you're going to have it tangibly. That is what is going to create this peace and harmony and contentment and this oneness of spirit, mind, and body, like self. Okay. Hi, love Tiff. Yeah, the Fool. Now the Fool is coming through with supersize me, so this could be a good time where you're taking a leap of faith. Like I said, you're able to step out or try new things that you haven't tried before. Some of you, that could have to do with traveling. You may be moving. You could be starting a new job. Or the Fool is also unpredictable. Who knows what you're going to do with the money, but you may be fooling a little bit. Like literally stunting on people. Okay, period. Everybody deserves that time period, and I feel like that's the time period that's coming towards you. The energy is lacking though. It's lacking though. But I guess that's where it is. You may be at peace, and maybe it's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be chill. You need to be resourceful. You still, the money is not here yet, but it's coming. And this could just be the awareness of it. So if there was a strict time period, this time period could be over for you. I'm going to read the signs that I have in a second. Something else was coming here. Oh, no, not really. Just the Fool. I mean, it says taking a giant leap forward. So for some of you, this is going to be a pretty big investment. It could be a major purchase. Or like I said, you could be starting a business, and this could be something that blows up quickly, or it's big. You know, it's a big deal. Okay. Let's get one more on the Two of Cups, and then I'll read the signs. Money, 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 money. You woke up for that money? What? You woke up for that money? Transformation again in your finances. It is the transformation that you are currently going through. The death of an old situation and the beginning of a new one. So I don't know what your financial situation is currently, but on the bottom of the deck we have the Hangman. So this could have been a time period where you had to sit still, or like I said, you had to penny pinch, you had to save up, you had to budget. You may have had to do or work, or you know, do things, work a job, do things that you really didn't want to do in order to make the finances that were, you know, that are currently keeping you stable or something like that. So some of you, your job is changing, your mindset has changed, so your finances are changing. You don't have anything in your way currently. This feels like it's just giving an opportunity for more fun, more solid contentment. Like more than just feeling good in the inside, but actually content and satisfied with what you have in life. You got the clothes that you actually want. You have the shoes that you actually want. You can buy the things that you actually want. You don't have to settle for the clearance rack. You don't have to, like I'm saying, this is a freedom with that full energy and the supersize me. It's like almost being able to do exactly what you want to do and not having to overthink it or second guess it so much. Because the Hangman says you've been getting stronger in yourself, but this is literally like you were having to deliberate like seriously on like financial matters. Even for some of you, you hadn't even started your business. You wanted to, you could have been ready to, but you could not in feeling good about where you were at financially and taking this risk of maybe leaving your job, you know, first before you started another one, or investing, okay, to begin your business. All right, so we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio with the Two of Cups and the Death energy. We have Taurus with the Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles. We have Leo with the Fool. We have Taurus, Virgo, Libra with the Empress. All right. All right. One more. One more. Give me a second. Let me see what my baby's talking about because he just woke up. And then we'll do one more spread. Give me a sec. What's up? All right, y'all. Let's make this one brief. Last spread. What's going on? What's in the energy today? We have the World, New Beginnings. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Why did it look like it was in reverse at first? All of these readings seem like they connected. Like I see a single string through all of them. All right, so someone's moving into, this is abundance, solid investment, solid time period. I don't know if someone was having difficulties with their home. Turn it down, babe. I don't know if someone was having difficulties surrounding their home or instability surrounding their home. The Ten of Pentacles could be a home. You could be moving with the World. This could be you're traveling to a new home, traveling to a new space. Some of you could be purchasing a home here. This could also be have to do with family, a new beginning in family, or even reconnecting with or connecting with people who will become part of your family. That's like something new coming together here, a structure. I see the King of Pentacles popping out. I see the Moon. I also feel like there is resistance here. Maybe it's just with me, but I feel like I'm having a hard time speaking. That doesn't happen, but it's like my words feel like they're tripping over each other. What's the World in the Ten of Pentacles? So there's interference, or there's something up. It says resisting. Okay, no, it could be you. This is in the energy here. This is, you may have resistance to this. You may have a fear of moving. You may have a fear of travel. You may have a fear, you're resisting change because you have a fear of it. You may have a fear of repeating the same patterns. Something could be more fulfilling or beneficial to you, but you may have a fear that this is like a negative pattern that is like, you may have a fear that there is a negative pattern in your life that you are keeping going, okay? Like the decay of something, as if something is ending, or because in order to have the World or a new beginning, there has to have been an ending. Even the Ten of Pentacles, while that does mean that you are reaching some kind of financial goal or reaching some kind of material goal or some kind of comfort in life, you're building something. It's like the beginning, but it's also the end. There always has to be an ending for the new beginning. So this is a transformation. This is a rebirth. But in order to have this rebirth, something needed to end first. So some of you could be in fear, or your resistance to the fact that this is changing for you because of what had to be torn down or what had to decay or go away in order for you to get this, okay? That's what I'm feeling. Thank you. Because I'm like, all right. I don't like when when it feel like I can't speak. Like, what is that? And sometimes it's just not time. That could be another thing too, is that it's not time. So yeah, because even with the Hermit, you could be getting, you know, a whiff of this, or you may get awareness of this, and it's going to be for you. It's going to be for your eyes only. Some of you may not know what this is yet. You don't know what this new beginning is. You don't know what this new foundation or this stability is. You're not currently looking for a home. You don't know that one is coming towards you, or an opportunity to move is coming towards you. You haven't even thought about moving, okay? When you do receive this information, I feel like you're not getting it yet, or it hasn't come in yet, because you do have resistance to it. You are still holding on to what is now, and you may be holding on so tightly because you have the fear of losing or something being broken down or tore down that is actually for your benefit. For some of you, you've been going through so many spiritual transformations that it is unsettling for you how fast your life can be built up and deconstructed. But it is because you are moving through cycles, like cycles that would take you 5 to 10 years to get through. You're getting through them in a matter of 1 to 3 years, 1 to 5 years. So yes, even for other people, moving once every 10 years, I mean, nobody's looking at that. But if you're moving once every 1 to 3 years, yeah, people are looking at that. But it does not mean that it's bad. Do you understand? It's the same cycle, that there always has to be an ending, and there always has to be an ending for a new beginning. Okay? So your endings and your new beginnings are happening more quickly to get you to the place that you actually want to be. Whereas people who stay stagnant in the same situation for a very long time, they never get the opportunity to reach the goal that they want to be in because they're afraid of letting go. So it doesn't happen like this, where every 3 years you're leveling up. Instead, they're staying stagnant for 10, 15, 20 years, and then they get that one level up when they have no choice. They finally have to let go, and then they get one more level up in their whole, in the whole rest of their life. So I don't know, but I feel like Spirit really wants me to drive that home, okay? Hi, Susan. Welcome. All right, so with the Hermit, I feel like you are going to get this information, but this will likely come through a period of solitude or detachment. So that means that whatever this is that's coming to you, it's not for everybody's eyes. It's not, it may not be for the people who are currently in your life. Sometimes, and I mean that like you may have people that you live with or people that live with you. Yeah, that's really what I'm hearing. It's people that live with you or people that you live with. It could also have to do with family members that you still have in your energy. So likely this will be once you are disconnecting from certain people, this awareness and clarity will come to you. The Hermit is giving like you gotta go. This is like mountaintop type of energy. This is really connecting with yourself. It's a spiritual journey, but you're already on it. And you've already had the rebirth. So the next thing to do is to use the light that you've been given in order to find the clarity. The Hermit is in pursuit of this. So I feel like this is already something you've been thinking about, but you are not yet letting it in. There's resistance present. Okay. The World is also, okay, so we got Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. What's the World? The Queen of Pentacles. I was asking really what's the World and the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here. I don't know what you're saying. Money, but hello, I think. Maybe you speak in another language. I don't know. You never know with the bots. All right, Queen of Pentacles in the World. You asked for this or you worked for this. You work for this. You've been putting in the work for this. I'm getting the energy of somebody very humble. Maybe someone of humble means you've been doing things independently. Some of you could even be married, or you have a family. Maybe you have other people that you're caring for, or you have a partner or somebody like that that was supposed to be a part of this. Part of the reason this didn't come in is because of that. It was that attachment or connection. I want to see what the Queen of Pentacles has to do with this World energy. Give me 1 second. Why am I hearing, Coming to America, when he says, this is your queen? Why am I hearing that? Yeah, you've been very practical. This is financial help coming towards you. The Queen of Coins signifies a practical, down-to-earth woman who tends to be home and family oriented. She can also possess a shrewdness of judgment, particularly in financial matters, and a capacity for hard work, which makes her equally successful in business. This card points to a mature woman who will assist the Corn with her money affairs, either with good advice or financial help. Okay, so some of you, this could be your mother that is going to assist you with some kind of finances, and this is someone who is being seen as practical, someone who will be of assistance to you. If this is like, I feel as if for some of you it's like guardianship almost. Or something like that. Like you may be in control of finances, or someone else could be in control of the finances. Like it could even be like a business relationship that you have with someone. This could be a loan or something like that. This is something that is giving you the opportunity. Maybe it is a contract, like you're purchasing a home or something like that. There is assistance that you are receiving here, and this person is they're qualified. This is someone who will work well for you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. There will be a disruption. There will be a disruption because the money is going to change things. The money is going to change things. Certain people that you used to rely on, or certain people that used to be, you know, that you would run to, or that you needed, or that were able to connect with you, it just may not be the same with the Tower. This money is going to bring new information. It's also going to change some situations or dynamics between family members. So there could be like a separation or division, and that sometimes has to do with arguments. It could be an argument over a home. It could be argument over finances, argument over an inheritance or something like that. It could even be, if this is a contract, or like you have a home with someone, there could be an argument here or some kind of disruption in this. But the Wheel of Fortune says it will be to your benefit. So you may have resistance to this, but I'm getting that this is actually like divinely orchestrated. So you're receiving assistance to do something that you hadn't done before. It's definitely something new. It's being unveiled to you. It could have already kind of been revealed to you. I feel like you may have felt this coming up in your life. You felt this change. The Wheel of Fortune also signifies changes. I feel as if these changes are happening fast too. Once you become, I feel like the information is coming through someone that is trusted, someone who already does work well for you, or someone you already trust, or you're being trusted with this. But either way, it's going to be to your benefit. The only thing that is stopping you from taking this action with what it is that you receive, whether it's the news, the money, the contract, a yes, or whatever like that, is going to be you. You will be in control of it. So this is like the veil coming down so that you can have a sound mind and making some kind of decision. Because there could have been also, if there was confusion, let me see, there's people who are not cooperating with you. You have family members who are not cooperating with you. People who do not want to cooperate. They aren't giving information. So you may just have, I feel like you almost want to throw your hands up and not deal with it at all. People are being manipulative, and there are illusions. The Magician in reverse. There have been plenty of illusions surrounding this situation, surrounding the money, or surrounding something that has to do with the home or family. There's so many illusions to it, but the Tower is the breakdown of the illusion. So for some of you, that's what you were waiting for. This Hermit energy, you already have the light, but what you're waiting for is for the confusion, for the illusion to die. That's pretty much like uprooting whatever the lie was. You could have a liar in your midst, or a liar in your family. There's someone who is keeping the veil up on purpose. So there's going to be a breakdown with the Tower. And that's what's going to cause the rebirth for you. So it will likely get rid of your resistance. Yep, it's gaining clarity. You can't make it up. The Moon in reverse. This is spell work. The Magician in reverse. This is spell work. Someone was manipulating this situation through spell work. This is spell work. I'm sorry, Susan. I wasn't even, like, these readings are new for me. I do know that it's real, but I come from a very heavily indoctrinated background. And I'm always like, I have to take my time when I'm reading through like occult, information, things that are hidden or unseen. with the moon energy when it has to do with actual spell work, like actual physical people doing spell work. I do believe in God. I do believe that there are demons and devils who can do things underhandedly behind the scenes. But when y'all start telling me that there are actual people in your family and in your life that you talk to on the regular, or that break bread with you, and they've been doing spell work, it takes a second for my mind to open up to it. So I do see your messages, but I was like, oh Lord, I don't know what she's talking about. And I'm thinking, what am I getting into? But whatever you're saying, I see you saying occults are attacking, surrounded by unbelievers. This is the truth, because we have the moon in reverse. All of what has been hidden is getting ready to be revealed. That's why we have the Tower. This is divine intervention. And for some of you, you may be a lot like me. It's unbelievable for you. You can't even, your mind just keeps rejecting that information. But yes, God will confirm, and he will confirm through other people. He will confirm through a tarot reader. He will confirm through a movie, through a song, anything, through your child. So I'm getting that you are going to receive the information, the clarity that you need. But literally, when I was just saying that this is divine intervention, and when this clarity comes to you, it's going to release the resistance that you had, the fear you had of what your new beginning would be, or what you were going to see, or why something was tore down. Like, you may have been distrusting yourself. You're going over yourself, second guessing yourself. What did I do? Is there something I could have done differently? But we have the moon in reverse. You're going to gain the clarity you need. Again, gaining clarity, releasing fear, finding the truth, suppressed emotions, and conquering the anxiety. So there could be things that are coming to light that you never wanted to see. You never wanted to believe. Who the hell wants to believe that a member of their family did spell work on them? I'm sorry, but where I come from, that sounds crazy. And I come from Jehovah's Witness organization. Now, if I grew up in church, it probably would be a little more believable, because they're just devils. They're just demons. So it's easy to be like, oh, okay, well, hey, I always choose God, and these demons, they're doing this spell work. But these are people that are carrying these entities. These are people that are operating like demons. These are people that are doing spell work to confuse what God has put in order in your life, what the universe has already set up for you. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's literally crazy. You have to go crazy to see these type of things and to be a part of your own liberation. You have to go crazy. You have to almost lose your mind so that it can be revived by the God that lives in you. Because I'm telling you, we have ate so much of the devil's food without even knowing it. Devil's food is just lies. Lies. We've been feeding on lies. So the moon in reverse, your eyes will be open. Your eyes will be open, and you are going to see. You're going to see something very clearly. Now, for some of you, this is going to bring emotions that you have been holding back and suppressing. It's going to bring them to the light. Okay, for some, these feelings are going to feel like a release and exodus. I'm saying like feelings of peace and happiness, tears of joy. Okay, and for some, it may be tears of overcoming, releasing resistance to the truth. You know what I'm saying? It could hurt a little bit, but it feels better. It feels better than it does the pain. The pain does not hurt as much as the relief does, because one thing that we cannot do is stay in a situation where we feel confused or constantly on pin shells. We don't know what's going on. It keeps us stuck in fear. It keeps us stuck in fear. And it keeps us stuck in indecision, and it's hard to ground yourself. It's hard to get satisfied. It's hard to feel like everything is okay when you don't know what's going on. When something is happening to you that you cannot see. And thank you, Susan, walk by faith and not by sight, because you can't see God either. You can't see God either. So you have to understand that. And for me, my religious background, and some people may have that too, I was taught more so to see God so much that they almost made it as if the devil and his demons, that spirit, doesn't really exist. Like, they made us feel untouchable. But also what they did is condition us to move in ways that kept that energy out of our lives. But once I left the organization and went out to the world, I was openly exposed. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't grow up having to fight off those energies. It was maybe one time that I remember, it was like that, you know, where you sleep paralysis. And I knew that that was like a dark energy. I knew it was a dark entity, but that was the one and only time that I ever dealt with it. And that was also the one and only time that my father came clean and kind of told me that they have exorcised demons out of people's homes before. Because, you know, Jehovah's Witness, they knock on your doors, and they were preaching with someone, and her house was possessed by a demon. So they literally did doing like pretty much an exorcism in her home. But they never talked about that. It was like hidden. My dad was an elder, so he told me that, but they kept the rest of the congregation from knowing that information. If you ask a Jehovah's Witness on the street about how, you know, devils and demons, do you guys do exorcisms? They'll tell you no, but that is not the truth. They do, and they have, because it's real. But it's like information control. They kept us from seeing that, and so I did not have a firm belief in it, but I did have just enough of that so that when I came into this in my real life, it's easier for me to understand it, and it's a little more palatable for me to digest and work through. But bear with me, because I feel like I'm going to start getting more readings like this now that my mind is opening. I even feel so much pressure on my third eye currently. Decalcifying is getting rid of all of the lies that have been blocking my intuition, my third eye. So this could be happening for you too, but this is definitely an awakening, and this is going to create a lot of success for you moving forward. So whatever this is going to be successful. Whatever you go through, whatever you become aware of, however you feel about it, trust the path, trust God, and trust that your things are happening, breaking up, and coming to light, and it is all for your highest good, okay? That it is not happening to you, but it is happening for you. Even the devils and the demons, they originate with God. There is nothing stronger than God, okay? So I'm going to leave the reading here. Whew. I'm going to leave the reading here because I can't even get too much, or I'll get unsteady on my feet. So I'm going to go ahead, be humble, know that this is new for me. This is new ground that I'm walking on right here. So I'm going to go sit down and chill, but I will be back with more. Thank you for all of the good vibes and the good energy, you guys. And I will see you all in the next live. Don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes I do go live and do readings and they don't actually make it to my platform for later viewing. Okay, so make sure you hit the bell notification so you'll know when I go live. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.